I think you're live. I don't know.
Yeah, we're live.
Well, it says you're live, but I don't know if you're live. Oh, we got a light in there. That's bad. Good thing it's a garbage camera, but hey, apparently we're not eligible to go from an iPad. So stop looking at yourselves
Okay.
and make some challah.
Okay. Okay. So now we add the yeast. No, cracky rice. Okay. Alexis, let's go. Don't be Challah. I didn't. Oh, he did. Get that shell out of there. What are you doing? I'm trying to get the shell out. Got shell in my eggs? I don't know. Oops. Oh, okay. Yeah. 3 little spoon. That's not shell. Is that shell? That's not shell. Okay, feet. Okay, wait. No, so I have to wait. I'm gonna add 1 cup at a time. Okay. Then pour all the other ingredients in, except for the poppy seeds. Didn't spill my salt.
I know.
Just dump it all in. Get olive oil. Yeah. And then we add our eggs. This will not turn. One more flour. Add it. Three cups of flour. Okay, add 1 more cup and then add 1 more. Okay, here it goes. that off. You can do it. There we go. Can I add one more of the... How many cups of that? We have 3 on this one. I think 4.
Yeah, I did 2, you did 2, and yours is 5.
Going. Bring this over here. Eggshells. In here. Need some help? Yes, please. Just get next. Ready. It's starting to come together. It's good. It's good. It's good. There. Wait. There. Keep adding flour. Okay, add more flour. Add more flour. Can't take it off my hands. It's okay, just add more flour. It's still sticky. More flour, go. Yeah, that's it. Then you knead it. And you knead it in. Make sure it's all in. Sides. Here. Thing. No, you need some. Need some. Need some. There we go. You're making worse. Hey. You're making worse. Okay, more flour. After this, you add 1 more cup and that's it. This one and 1 more. Go. Need 8 cups. Yeah, 8 cups of flour. So why we'll have extras to dust the board. Oh, lots of flour. And be careful. Get the rest off.
Good job, ladies. You should tell people what you're doing now. You gotta articulate, pronounce a little better, right?
Okay. Okay. Here. And I'll have to
How much more flour do you have to add?
1 more cup and that's it.
1 more cup, eh?
Yeah.
It's getting kind of sticky.
Yeah.
You know, at this point, you may want to just turn it out onto the board.
But then you can make. We won't get all the extra flour.
More flour. Here you go. Just work it in the middle.
Okay. Wait, look up. No.
Don't leave any yeast behind. They get flour on you.
Yeah, but I'm fine. Carrot. Here.
A little moisture on here, too. Keep all that moisture. Now you gotta knead it all together. All together now.
Okay, let's get it in.
Whoa. Puppy wants to lick the bowl.
He didn't care. He didn't do it.
Yeah, there you go. Get some elbow grease in there. It's a little,
It's a little, yeah, like that. Weird.
no, there's a lot of moisture here that needs to get out still. See what I'm doing now?
Yeah, you're turning it and
Turning it and getting it, turning it and getting it, turning it and getting it. So for those just joining the live stream, how are we? We thought we would be, quarantine parents and have our kids make dinner for us. So we're gonna make 4 challah loaves. We're just working it and kneading it a little bit now. Is that all the flour we need?
yeah.
Yeah. We added the last cup.
You added the last cup. Roll your hands out like this.
I'm scared we forgot one cup.
I don't think we
No,
forgot
we
one
didn't.
cup. I think we're pretty solid here. Apparently kneading bread is a little hard for you guys. It's a little tough right now.
Yes.
So we're gonna make this, and then when we're done with this, we're gonna let it rest for how long? You remember?
No.
An hour and a half. And then we'll come back, and you guys, we're gonna make 4 small loaves instead of 2 big ones like they normally do. And I just realized our table's moving because wheels.
It's a lot fun.
And then so we'll get this all done and incorporated, and you guys can probably take over and build up the gluten in a minute here. I feel like we need a little bit more water. You want to take the little cup, the bowl that you had the water in.
We have the water. Oh.
Temperature doesn't matter as much anymore because you guys already added the yeast.
Yeah.
The other thing we need, actually, Rebecca, do you want to go back and go get that bowl that's over there?
Yeah.
Because we're going to need to put this into...
A bowl with a moist towel on top.
Exactly. Why do we do that?
So it keeps it not so it doesn't dry out.
So it doesn't dry out. And why do we have to put it in a bowl for an hour and a half?
So it rises.
What's it doing when it rises?
The yeast is starting to live.
Yeah, the yeast is fermenting the dough a little bit. It's adding gas to it so that our bread is nice and light and fluffy instead of what? I guess instead of matzo balls. What else?
Yeah.
What's a really gooey dough or a really dense bread?
Moist cake.
Moist cake. Cake gets air, so do our baking powder. That kind of does a similar thing to yeast, but completely different chemical. Yeast has a 10-year flavor, right? It's not sweet.
Yeah.
That's why, because we're making challah, which is kind of egg bread, not all breads have egg in it, and nor do they all have as much sugar and sweetness as challah does. Kind of feel like I'm not. We needed you guys measure that flour well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah?
8 cups.
8 cups, huh?
Yeah.
Take a whole lot of flour.
That's what the recipe said.
Who needs to exercise when you need bread?
No one.
Well, that might be it, because bread is high in carbs. And that's okay, because if you made the bread, you burnt a lot of carbs to get the bread going, right?
Not if you drove to a grocery store to buy it.
Ah, that's why there's a dietitian whose name I don't remember, who says, eat anything you want, as long as you make it yourself first. So.
And then if it doesn't turn out well, what if it's really bad?
Well, then if it doesn't turn out well, then you don't eat it, right?
You throw it in the garbage.
You mean in the
No, but what he was saying was that, bread's full of sugar. Well, that's okay, because making it, look at the table here, right? It takes a lot of energy to make it, so it's kind of okay. Now, we don't want to over knead it.
Do you want to mix the flour in?
Nobody wants to be too needy. But I'm bummed.
But you need to mix the flour.
You need to make sure all the flour is incorporated. But at some point, overeat it, and then your bread goes chewy and gross, and no one likes that.
But what would it look like if it was over kneaded?
It doesn't really look different at this stage. Some of the elasticity is out of it. But yeah, pretty solid. I think we're getting there. Another minute. So Abby, there's some oil behind you.
Oil behind me.
Yeah, don't worry about that. So scrape out a bit of the flour that's in there now with the spoon.
Okay.
No, we don't need to add any more flour. We're solid here. This flour is very needy. It's like mummy. Mummy's needy.
You know, Mommy could be watching this right now.
Nah, Mom's got better things to do.
Although she could watch.
She can definitely hear because I was watching it on my computer. In the studio downstairs. All right, that's pretty good, Abs. So just, yeah, that's good enough.
One side.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, what do I do with this stuff in it?
Just put it in the bowl with the eggs.
Bowl with the eggs. Dirty bowl.
Wait, you know what you can do, young lady?
Yes.
Go make that a little damp. So what you should do is make your hands wet. Yeah, you can take it over there. Make your hands wet, really wet.
And then go dry your hands.
And now dry your hands with it. Okay, that's good enough. Abs. Put some oil in it from behind you.
What was it?
Oil right there.
Oh, this one.
And you want to make sure all your seams are kind of on the inside.
Yeah.
You dropped it and the dog's gonna eat it.
No, I picked it up.
So a little bit of oil in there. Yeah, Rebecca, you're good. Dry your hands. So, okay, a bit more oil. Move it all around. Our neighbors are having their gas delivered right now, so he's looking over to us going, what the hell's going on in that house?
That's fine. Wait, how do I mix this in? Just like this?
Yeah, that's good. Here.
Okay.
Now, is that wet?
The brain.
I can't
Does look like a brain.
Daddy's brain.
Don't eat my brain. Now, what I'd like to do is roll it around a lot in there first, because that, in addition to the damp cloth, keeps the whole thing moist. What were you going to ask?
Is that dampened?
I think that's damp enough. So what are we going to do now?
Let it sit for an hour and a half.
So that'll be like, well, the good news is we can let it go a little bit longer. So once we shape it, then we need to let it rise again for an hour.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to come back live at some point.
Yeah.
We'll shape it, and then we'll let it rise, and then we'll show everybody later on like the Instagram or something, our baked loaves, all right? So should we say goodbye to everybody for now?
Bye.
Ignore me running over to stop the live stream. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching.
How many people are watching?
You're so cute in that.
Oh.